Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop, and today we're going to be doing a versus video between signature shoe lines, right? So they're both Nike, of course, but also they're both ended, which is kind of sad. So Paul George versus Kyrie Irving, whose shoe line is better? And just a disclaimer, this is just my personal view, it's just my opinion, so I'm sure there's gonna be a whole bunch of other opinions as well, and I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comment section below. So just tell us your thoughts. I mean, obviously, like I said, this is just my opinion, so there's no need to get mad, there's no need to argue or anything. I feel like most people will have different views, you know what I mean? So anyways, Paul George's shoe line is freaking amazing, and there were 7 shoes. We ended on the PG6, but of course the PG 2.5 was a thing, so I guess there are 7 shoes, right, that released, right? Was there anything else? I don't think so. But also Kyrie's shoe, there were 11 shoes, right? So if we can, so obviously it ended on the Kyrie 8, but we had the Kyrie Infinity and then the Kyrie 8, so that's 9 shoes. But also we had the Hybrid S2 and the Kyrie Hybrid S1, which is what it was called, which was the first Kyrie hybrid shoe, which was a mix of the Kyrie 1, 2, and 3, which only had a couple of colorways. But also Kyrie had a couple of other lines as well. We had the Kyrie Low line and also the Kyrie Flytrap line, which was the budget shoe line. So yeah, so the PG line started back in 2017, which is a long time ago, and rumor has it Paul George only signed with Nike for 6 signature shoes. So 6 shoes did, or I guess 7 shoes came out. So yeah, there hasn't been any news or anything or rumors about him signing or Nike wanting to bring Paul George back for more shoes, which makes me very, very sad because Paul George's line is freaking amazing. It was more of a budget shoe line. All of his shoes were around the 110, 120 bucks, but all still really, really good performers. Kyrie's shoe line started back in 2014 with the Kyrie ones, and it ended because Kyrie and Nike had their kind of like fight, you know what I mean? And Nike let Kyrie go. So now he's signed with Anta, you know what I mean? So like I said, both of the lines are over. There's not gonna be any more shoes, which I'm very, very sad about. But let's see which shoe line is better, right? So for performance, I'm gonna be kind of like, for performance it's kind of hard because you have to rate every single shoe. But as far as overall performance goes, which shoe line did I like playing in better? And in my personal opinion, I think I enjoyed playing in the Kyrie's just a tiny bit more because it was just a more consistent shoe line. You know what I mean? The PGs is still very, very consistent as far as like performance goes, but the Kyrie's, you knew how the shoe was gonna play and how it was going to feel, you know what I mean? So the traction was always consistent, really, really good. Cushion, non-existent. Not very, very nice, you know what I mean? For the first couple of models, it got a little bit better at the end of his shoe line, but overall performance was still really, really good. And I can't really think of any shoe that I disliked playing it. You know what I mean? There were some shoes where I was like, it's all right, you know what I mean? But most of his shoes are really, really nice performance-wise, you know what I mean? So my least favorite are probably the Kyrie one. The Kyrie one was definitely a huge letdown. And a lot of the shoes that have been coming out from Nike that were like first signature shoes are a lot better nowadays, in my personal opinion. Like the Sabrina one, the Jaw ones, the Tatum ones, even though that's Jordan brand, but Nike owns Jordan brand, but yeah, the Kyrie one, not my favorite. Also the Kyrie 5, not my favorite, you know what I mean? It's very, very heavy, pretty bulky feeling as well, but it's still pretty dang nice with the zoom turtle and stuff like that. But still really nice performance, you know what I mean? But in the PGs, the PG4 was not my favorite, you know what I mean, as far as performance goes. The traction was a little bit iffy, you know what I mean? It did pick up a good amount of dust. The overall performance on a clean court is really good though. So yeah, in my personal opinion, I enjoyed playing in Kyrie's a little bit more than the PGs, right? As far as aesthetics go, ooh, that one's a hard one, guys. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Kyrie's just because the PG line has the PG4 and the PG5, right? The PG4, I really don't like how that shoe looks. It looks like a water shoe, you know what I mean? I just don't like that zip up look. I guess if you unzip it and expose the laces, it looks a little bit better, but still not my favorite. I don't like how the PG4s look. Also, the PG5s don't look that good to me either. You know what I mean? So yeah, those definitely bring the PG line down as far as aesthetics go. The Kyries, I definitely feel like all Kyries look pretty dang good. You know, the 1 looks amazing, the 2 looks amazing, the 3 amazing, 4 amazing, 5 amazing. I love the fly trap strap. You know, the 6 looks good, that 7 looks amazing. The 8 and also the Infinity, I don't think look as good, but they don't look terrible like the PG4s. So because of that, I think overall as a shoe line, the Kyrie line looks better than the PGs. However, the PG line has amazing looking shoes as well. The PG1's amazing. The PG2 looks also really, really good. 3's alright. You know, it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. And the 6 looks really good though. I really like how the 6 looks as well. So definitely not saying those shoes like aesthetically were bad. It's just because of the 4 and the 5 in my personal opinion, I think the Kyries look a little bit better, you know? Now moving on to the cushioning. Who has the better cushion in each shoe line? The Kyrie 1, 2, and 3 were terrible for cushion. Also the 4 wasn't amazing. I guess with the cush line, it was still kind of nice in the heel, but still not amazing. The 5, 6, and the 7 with the Zoom Turbo unit was nice in the 4, but however in the heel it's still kind of like pretty dang stiff with the Phylon. You know what I mean? And then still with the 8 and the Infinity, it's pretty much the same exact setup with a Zoom strobe unit in the 4. So I mean, like, because of the ending, I feel like the Kyries are still nice, but in my personal opinion, the PGs are a little bit better for cushion. And the PG 1, 2, and 3 were alright. There was a targeted 4-foot Zoom unit, and then the actual foam wasn't that soft. The 3 had a little bit of compression in the heel, but the 1 and 2, not very nice, right? But the 4 with the full length air strobe, and also the PG5 with the full length air strobe, and then the PG6 with the full length React is just way better overall in my personal opinion than the Kyries. You know, not a huge fan of how the heel felt in the Kyries for like all of them, you know, besides the Kyrie 4. So I think I like, in my personal opinion, I like the PG line for cushion. Traction, I don't know, guys. They're both really, really good. PG's solid, Kyrie's solid, amazing, top tier. I feel like though, if I'm gonna nitpick, I like the Kyrie's a little bit more because of its incorporation of the outsole curvature. The outsole curvature just feels absolutely amazing. Kind of keeps you on your toes, like the ball of your foot, a little bit more and a little bit better. So I guess I'm gonna lean towards the Kyrie's a little bit more for traction, right? As far as the price goes, I feel like the PGs are a little bit better because it was always around the 110, 120 bucks. The Kyries went up in price a little bit to like 130 bucks. Still pretty good for pricing, but because the PGs are cheaper, it's better for pricing. And as far as overall support goes, I would say the Kyries are a lot more supportive, right? The PG5 wasn't the best for support with the thin material. Same thing with the PG6, not the best for support. The PG4 also same thing. Like basically all of them not the best for support. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It was adequate for me actually, but comparing to the Kyries, all the Kyries are really, really good for support. Super supportive shoes in basically all of his shoes. Like his entire shoe line, very, very supportive shoes, mid-top design. Your foot is not coming out of the footbed at all. So I would have to give support to the Kyries. But anyways, that about concludes this video. But yeah, both shoe lines are still really, really good. And I feel like a lot of you guys will agree as well. It's kind of hard to pick, you know what I mean? But you know, overall, I definitely feel like Kyrie's are a little bit better. Overall, just aesthetically, performance-wise, you know, Kyrie's are a little bit better in my personal opinion. But again, that's just my personal opinion. Tell us your personal opinion down in the comment section below. And also, what do you guys think? Like, are you guys super sad that both of the lines are ended? Yeah, and do you guys want PG's line to continue? And how excited are you guys for Kyrie's and the shoe line? Tell us down in the comment section below. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.